This is E! News Saturday.
Rihanna's tragedy proves abusive relationships can happen to anyone.
I think that one of the myths about violence and relationships is that it's only the woman in the trailer park, but that's not the case at all.
Hollywood's most beautiful and famous go public with their personal pains.
This is E! News. And on deck after the break, our big story, beautiful, famous, and abused.
Why Jessica, Halle, and Tyra can empathize with Rihanna.
Plus, who is reenacting Chris and Rihanna's alleged fight night? Stick around. We're up to our big story now. Chris Brown and Rihanna's controversy. It sparked a ton of talk about abuse and why women stay in extremely unhealthy relationships.
But we're going to examine that question in this weekend's big story and reveal several stars who've come forward about abuse in their own lives.
This picture of a beaten and battered Rihanna proves anyone can suffer abuse, even the young, beautiful, rich, and famous.
People at home sit and see someone as famous and as successful as Rihanna and wonder to themselves, how could this person become a victim of domestic violence? But everyone is human, and all women want to be loved. And when we find someone who appears to love us and adore us and want to be with us, it's easy to fall victim.
Halle Berry, Jessica Simpson, Meredith Vieira, Tyra Banks are other famous faces who have experienced abusive relationships and gone public.
I think that one of the myths about violence and relationships is that it's only the woman in the trailer park. It's only the low socioeconomic family where there is violence, but that's not the case at all. When high-profile women come forward and talk about their experiences, it helps women understand that it takes some of the shame out of it.
Not only did Oscar winner Halle Berry witness abuse as a child, but she admitted in 2004 that a former boyfriend hit her so hard she lost 80% of her hearing in 1 year. Responding to the Rihanna incident, Jessica Simpson spoke out, admitting she was once in an abusive relationship. Jess reminded fans, quote, "No matter what abuse you go through, take your heart and run so far away." And just a few weeks ago, Tyra admitted she felt trapped by a bad relationship when she was in her 20s. So why do women stick around?
There are a lot of reasons why women tend to stay. These men become incredibly charming. They do all the things that made the woman fall in love with them to begin with. They oftentimes bring them gifts. They swear they will never do it again. And that's how women get seduced back and don't leave.
Many were outraged when 21-year-old Rihanna got back with 19-year-old Chris Brown, believing it sent a bad message to young girls. Others defended him when reports surfaced claiming she lashed out first.
It's very important for women, especially younger women, to understand that it is never a woman's fault when a man hits her.
And to make sure young people are getting the message, the teen organization Do Something produced this PSA. Using details from the actual police affidavit, the service announcement recreates Chris and Rihanna's alleged confrontation.
She turned off the car, removed the key from the ignition, and sat on it. He began applying pressure to her carotid arteries, and she began to lose consciousness. She attempted to gouge his eyes, but he bit her fingers and released her.
Once the door opens to violence, it is open. Your life is at risk, and nobody wants that.